do believe I have to go this way. Because I want to. A little bit around. Hilda, what business do you have for Her Majesty at this hour? I'm bringing some tea and spoons at her request. The consideration means that Her Majesty is denied the right to even go about her daily life as she wishes after all. Such harsh words. Who are these maids with you? I don't recognize them. His Grace ordered me to hire some additional staff to help. They just arrived at the castle today. Really now? Hey, you're pretty cute. Thank you. Huh? Where do I get the feeling we've met before? Crap. Do you stare so hard at every young lady you see? I do hope you're not thinking any untoward thoughts. Or I think His Grace had the Colonel would disapprove. Grace and the Colonel, I should say. Hey, it's not like that. We're the leader of the Royal Army. We wouldn't do that. All's well then. Now, will you please allow us to pass? Pardon us, ladies. Go on ahead. Phew, that was intense. Thanks, Hilda. You're a real lifesaver. Yeah. This was really well done. Haha, glad I could help. Now then. Sorry about that. Now then, are you planning to change your clothes before going to see Her Majesty? If you prefer, I can just show you the way now. I think I'm okay as is. Boy, clothes now. Oh, for the love of... Why are you always so self-conscious? I was fine with what you just had on. It's not the issue of self-consciousness. By the way, Hilda. Is this room what I think it is? Yes. It's Princess Klaudia's bedroom. But she really sleeps in the castle. So, the room is all but unused. Huh. No kidding. But I heard that the princess was tending to the queen. I guess that's just gossip then. You'd have to ask Her Majesty the full details. Her room is on the second floor of the royal keep. I'll take you there. Okay, well, guess that's time. It only took us almost a full frickin' session. I beg your pardon, Your Majesty. I thought the two I spoke of before. This is Estelle and Joshua. Joshua and Estelle. Thank you kindly. By all means, enter. As you wish. I'll wait here for you. You two go on. Right. Pardon us. Whoa. Hehe, I bid you welcome. My name is Alicia von Ocelus. Finally! Yeah. You're saying finally to your Pokemon thing, I'm saying finally to meeting Queen Alicia. I am the 26th monarch of the nation of Liberal. I'm Estelle Bright, Junior Bracer of the Bracer Guild. And I'm Joshua Bright, of the same affiliation. Oh, yours is both, okay. It is a great honor to meet you, Your Majesty. Still Joshua. I have truly been looking forward to meeting you both. I regret that I cannot offer you proper hospitality, but I have prepared some tea. Please have someone relax. I see. So, Professor Russell asked you to bring this information. A pitch-black orbit capable of negating all other orbital energies. And you say that it is... You see that the Colonel has acquired it? The Professor told us that you might have some idea what he intends to do with it, Your Majesty. Can you tell us anything? I have but a vague idea. But I did not think the Colonel even knew about it. Perhaps I'm worried about nothing, but even so... Excuse me, but what is this vague idea you have? I suppose there is no harm in telling you. Roughly 10 years ago, a massive orbital reaction was detected beneath the Grand Cell. Professor Russell was the individual who came to investigate. Does this happen in the vicinity of the sewers? No. Far deeper underground than that, in fact. Professor Russell was under the impression that it might be a relic of the ancients, that it still functioned. Wow. So, it was a bona fide artifact then. Most artifacts I know have lost their function, like the mechanics at the top of the towers. But every now and again you find one still functions, like Mayor Dalmore's family heirloom. And something like that beneath Grand Cell? So, what does it tell us about the gospel? Maybe it could be used to halt their artifacts or functions? Could it do that? Yes. However, we're unable to establish the nature of the artifact, or intend why it was buried beneath the city. But it's beyond my imaginations. It is beyond my imaginings how the Colonel could know of its existence. Professor Russell's research was kept strictly confidential and off the record. I see. In any event, it seems like the trouble is on the way. Honestly, just as I start to think it maybe the Colonel might be slightly nicer guy than we were giving him credit for. When some try to stir up trouble, that's when us braces come in. We won't let him get away with whatever evil scheme he's trying to pull off. I expect no less from Cassius's daughter. Huh? You're acquainted with our father, Your Majesty? He was a friend of my late son's, and a great savior to the nation. Even after he retired from the army, he would sometimes undertake requests for me. Update is complete. Booting up Scarlet now. Nice. Really? I didn't know that. Haha. I bet you that there were a great many things about him that you do not know. Why is my voice going? There, that's better. I had to drink some water out of that one because, well, needed it. I'd imagine that there are a great many things to him that you do not know, including the precise role he played in the war 10 years ago. I assume you have not been told? Well, nothing super detailed. Perhaps then, there's a role I meant to play. You're keeping your mouth shut about it? Okay. Like, I've seen Bagan and Dovey play this anyway, so... But yeah, for anyone else that hasn't seen it, it might be nice. Estelle and Joshua, will you indulge me about listening to an old story? Oh, yes, absolutely. It is no indulgence, Your Majesty. 10 years ago, in the spring, a tragedy occurred when the southern reaches of the Erebonian Empire. The cause is yet unknown, so that is something I must omit. The Empire used that event as a pretense for their invasion of Liberal. So began the sad times that would become known as the 100 Days' War. As the Empire made its declaration of war, a massive military force breached the Hacking Gate. In what seemed like scant moments, all of Liberal became occupied territory save for Gransil. It is said that the invasion force was 3 times the size of the entire Royal Army. Reinforcements from cavalry were too late to stop their advance. But it was a matter of time before Gransil would fall. But 2 months after the outbreak of hostilities, the war changed in a way that no one could have imagined. Patrol airships had just been developed and used to capture Liberal's checkpoints, serving as Imperial Army's communications. The Royal Army then set about recapturing the major regions one by one, using ships launched from Leicester Fortress, Sais Rohan, Bose Volant. With the supply lines severed, Erebonian forces occupying each region were swiftly crushed. And the one behind the plan for counteroffensive was none other than Colonel Cassius Bright. It was your father, who was General Morgan's right-hand man at the time, as well as Colonel Richard's superior officer. Afterward, with the intercession of the Bracer Guild and the Septime Church, the war was brought to an end. But it was at that time that Cassius lost what he treasured most in all the world. Lena, your mother, Estelle. That clock tower was destroyed by the Imperial Army's vein in attempts to hold back the counteroffensive. What followed, I'm sure you know. Cassius was not able to be by his wife's side in the final moments. No, I had no idea. And he believed that the military operation that he himself had planned effectively caused her death. Blaming himself, he left the military and took up the path of a bracer. All to stay with the one he had left. You. And this time, he swore he would be able to protect those he loved. Dad! That idiot! It wasn't his fault that Mob died. How could he even think of that? Still. Yes, you are correct. Given that all he lost was in service to his country, the responsibility falls upon me. And so, I am sorry, Estelle. I failed to protect your mother. I've wished to apologize to you for a long time. But you don't need to apologize. You protected the peace of this country ever since the war ended. The peace that Dad and all the soldiers who defend Liberal in the war fought so hard to protect. And the peace that Mom gave her life for, so I could live in it. have nothing to be sorry for. Still, you have a kind of heart, and I'm so grateful. It's gladness, it gladdens my heart to have finally met you in person. Now, more than ever, Your Majesty. However, that is why I do not wish to put yourself in danger. I would like for you to remove yourself from any dealings in this matter. What? But, Julia, Lieutenant Schwartz asked us to help you. I thank you. I'm grateful for your willingness to do so. But, if some tragedy were to befall you in Cassie's absence, I know no apology could ever suffice. I only ask that you go back to your home in Roland and wait for your father to return. But, if I may, Your Majesty, the peace that Dad restored, and that you protect, though it has held firm, now trembles like a leaf in your breeze. Joshua? If the Colonel is able to use the gospel for whatever purpose he intends, and if he succeeds in making the Duke the new King of Liverpool, then what will become of that peace? I ask only that you consider that. Your Majesty? Right when we became junior bracers, we inherited a whole lot of work from Dad. After the Sky Bandit incident, we got that letter in a package and have been running around creating ever since. It feels to us like our dad's been nudging us to go back this whole time. Go in us in the back. That's why I want to defend you. That's why I want to defend peace. So everyone we've met and everyone we care about can go living secure and happy lives. Just like you. And just like Mom and Dad. I'm doing this because it's what I believe is right. And I really want to see through it. It seems she was right about you. Huh? I, too, am ready. I would like for you two to carry out my request to the Bracer Guild. Your Majesty! My liege, we will do whatever you ask. My request is for the Bracer Guild to rescue those being held captive by the Intelligence Division. Amongst them is my granddaughter, Klaudia. Aha! So the princess is being held captive somewhere. Yes. This coup d'etat started when I backed her as the successor to the throne. In other words, Duke Dunan was out of the run. Yes, though he's my nephew, he possessed a considerable number of character flaws. In brief, where he is lacking, my granddaughter shines. For the sake of this nation's future, I would have my granddaughter succeed me. Well, I don't actually know her, but I personally lean toward the idea that your judgment should really be trusted here. No matter the era, there will always be those who object strongly to a woman wielding political power. Not to mention, the memory of the invasion by a larger power is still relatively fresh. Some of them will perceive succession of 2 consecutive queens to be a sign of weakness. It is highly surprising that such a notion has taken root in the minds of some. Some, including Colonel Richard, I presume? Now I got the hiccups. Oh, great. Quite right. What happens when I drink our water fast and talk? Claudia's pending succession to the throne caught him quite unawares. That, along his passing of information to the Duke, is what led to this coup. This all is staged so that Liberal would be a strong military power, with their colonel ruling from the shadows. I see. The fight lets us see the whole picture. So if Liberal can militarize the country, what would happen then? A great many things. Taxes would be levied to fill the war chest. Overweaponing would be developed with the express intent of causing havoc on a massive scale. A wide-ranging policy of conscription would be adopted. And no doubt, contracting Jaeger Corps would be made illegal, which is not the case at present. Oh no! Indeed, the Colonel has made a very adamant request that enact such policies. I thought that such proposals were born out of genuine love for his country, but never agreed that they were the right course of action to take. Well, Emi is not all that protects this land. We've worked hard to maintain treaties with other countries. Defending a nation that goes hand in hand with a free cultural exchange and trade with all other nations to be benefit of all. I feel the same way, Your Majesty. Yeah, it makes sense to me. The Colonel, however, finds such notions to be womanly and foolishly idealistic. And so he demanded I abdicate the throne in exchange for Klaudia's safe return. Hey! Many people have had family members taken to ensure that they would not dare oppose the Colonel. But I am the Queen, and I will not allow all that I love about my country to be destroyed simply because of blood ties. Still, she is my only granddaughter. I cannot simply allow her to die. Your Majesty, please try to relax. We hear and comply with your request. We will see to it that the princess is rescued from those who have imprisoned her. Thank you, both of you. With that reassurance, I will do all I can to oppose the Colonel's demands. Have you any other requests, Your Majesty? The gospel still has to be dealt with. And I don't think we should just leave you here. I appreciate your sentiment, Estelle. But the present state of affairs is not contingent upon my freedom or imprisonment. The gospel shall continue to weigh heavily on my mind, for a great many reasons. On my part, I will attempt to ascertain the Colonel's true intentions with it. Wow, what a total awesome person. Super nice, with a seriously strong will. I hope I'm even 1/10 that cool when I get old. Cool. Did you actually call the Queen that? Still, she definitely has it takes to govern the whole country. Yeah. I really want to stop this coup thingy to help her. Stiffly outside of Britain's jurisdiction. Well, first things first, we'll do whatever we can. Just stopping to say goodnight? Yeah, have a good night, Phantom. Right. But you know, I'm so freaking out about what the Queen told us about Dad. I wonder if she's got any more tidbits she's willing to share. Still and Joshua, have you finished changing? Oh yeah. Then we should return to the waiting room at once. It's already after 11 o'clock. Actually, it's almost midnight. Yeah, same here. Whoa. Well, and the stream anyway, because, you know, September 12th. Is it really that late? The Queen spoke with us for a long time. If we stay any longer, it's apt to make the guards suspicious. Are you going home for the day, Miss Hilda? Yes, I believe so. Just be sure to do Her Majesty any further discourtesy. That's not fair. But please, we are patrons to the core. That's good to hear. Now, I believe that we shall be on our way. Pednos, why you leave? By the way, ladies, huh? I don't think we ever got your names. Maybe we asked them? I'm actually... My, isn't that a lovely name? That's a pleasant name. Yeah, Lena. Hi, thank you very much. What about you, miss? You may call me Karen. Oh, God. Karen, you say? That's a pretty name. You're too kind, sir. I'm rather fond of it myself. Are you now? Alright. We're the Special Ops. My name is... I think it's just about enough. I sense an ulterior motive at work. No, I mean... At least not from us. Please be safe on your way home. I have no idea why I went that way when I was supposed to go this way. Well, aren't you Mr. Popularity? It was like their eyes all changed when they told me your name. Hey, it's not... And so you shine away from joining in on the conversation. Sure, but that doesn't mean I wasn't nervous. I kind of lost my confidence there. What's all that noise about? Oh, Duke Dunan. Huh, the lady of the court. Hey, you maids. You don't look familiar. These are two new hires whom I'm instructing. This is Lena, and that's Karen. They're quite inexperienced, so I'm going to give them extra training time. Did you recognize us? Not good. Given how many times we've run into them, it'd be bizarre if he didn't recognize us. Come now, Philip. Enough of the staring. Quite unusual to see coming from you. Stiff upper lip and all. Please, pardon the intrusion. Miss. You look like my niece. My eyes were playing tricks on me, it seems. I'm justly sorry for the discourtesy. Oh, it's no bother. Please don't concern yourself. You know, now that I stop and look, must say that you both are quite lovely. You, with the brown hair, you have a very healthy, clean look about you. As for you, I personally think you look best than ever, even here. Or for yours even longer. Manners. Yes. Lena, was it not? You shall attend to me this evening. Your Grace? Ew, I don't even want to serve him tea. I don't think tea is what he once served. Your Grace, your flirtations, while flattering, are best saved for another time and place. The maids of the castle work directly in service with Her Majesty, Queen Alicia. I trust you are not forgotten. I know. Some folks can't appreciate a joke. The castle will be mine in a week's time, anyway. We can set aside for some fun then. Your Grace, please, no more of this. I do not mind when you drink excessive, but you know how libido gets you such instances. I say this, knowing full well that I may reprimand you for... I said I was just joking. Enough. I'm going to bed. As you wish, Your Grace. Your room is right over there. Oh, alright, Lena. You just let me know when you have any problems. Anything at all. I'll give you the best advice the future king can give. Thank you very much. Aren't you cute? Yes, good. I apologize unseverely for all the fuss. His Grace will like you remember nothing of this come the morning. Please, set your minds at ease. I should doubtfully hope so. I am truly sorry. Madame and young missus, I beg your pardon, but I must take my leave. And he's gone. I feel so badly for him. He truly seems to bear the weight of the world on his shoulders. Oh, do you know Mr. Philip personally? Yes, ever since we were children. Though, not as well as we once did, thanks to the one he serves. I see. He sure seems like he's nervous all the time, doesn't he? I bet that everything between the Duke and the Colonel has seemed completely on edge. Probably, yeah. By the way, what was that you were saying earlier about me being the popular one? The Duke certainly seemed awful fond of you. Please. I'd like to keep my food in my stomach, thank you. Oh, wait. Back to before. I feel like I'm missing something. Why would the Duke want tea so late? Well, you see... Still? Allow me to elucidate the matter of tea and why gentlemen should never request it in polite company. Huh? Come closer. Talk about the birds and the bees. Now do you understand? Yes. Hopeless. Completely hopeless. Thank you for everything, both of you. If not for you, I don't know what we would have done. Please, it was the least we could do in Her Majesty's service. I only asked that you complete the request she made of you. I feel the same way. I beg of you, do everything in your power to save the princess. Oh, are you the one of her royal retainers? Yes. I regret that I rarely get the chance to serve her directly. She's so kind and open. She always treats me more like a friend than a servant. I thought her being held captive keeps me up at night. I understand. Well, you can rest easy now that we're on the job. We'll save her. Shall we be going?